Good morning, and thank you for watching the April 24th City of Janesville COVID-19 Community Briefing. Beginning Monday, April 27th, this briefing will be provided Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8:30 a.m. My name is Brian Schweigel, and I'm the Planning Section Chief for this operational period. We'll begin this morning with Tim Perry, Administrator at Crossroads Counseling Center.
Good morning. My name is Tim Perry. I'm here to talk about counseling services and some stress of families during this pretty unique time. Our phone number is 608-755-5260. We currently are open and seeing patients via telehealth, and I'll talk a little bit about that. I think it's a unique time, and we had shut down our clinic to patients coming in about 3.5 weeks ago. Telehealth is a HIPAA-compliant video conferencing program that is used by physicians and therapists, which is emerging now. It is a secured line between two individuals, usually by video conference, sometimes by telephone. We do a lot of the same things in a counseling session. Some people who are in need of services can use that to see their physician or our therapist or even our medical provider here. We use a program called JATVMedia, and it's simply put into a web browser. You hit enter, you put your name in, and you go into our waiting room, and then I see you via computer and camera from my office to your home. Many physicians are doing that now too, so I think it can be quite intimidating for some people, but it is easily accessed and pretty simple to use. Our website is www.crossroads73.com. There's a bunch of information there in regards to support services, therapists, other information, paperwork that you can use to get through these times. I want to talk a little bit about what families and individuals can do to decrease their stress during this time. We were speaking a little bit before this started this morning, and one of the biggest stressors is how our schedules have changed. Educating children from home, including working at the same time, has been probably the most stressful thing that my patients have talked about. I'm a huge advocate for making sure our body is in the best shape it can be, making sure that you exercise regularly to the point where you sweat. That burns up adrenaline, cortisol in your system, decreases anxiety levels, making sure that you eat regularly, decreasing caffeine, and making sure that you're able to sleep and sleep hygiene. There was a study about 5 years ago about individuals that use digital media affects our quality of sleep, suggesting that people, children, adults, stop any digital media 1 hour before they're supposed to go to bed. There's a term called sleep hygiene. You're using the same routine with your kids, yourselves. You need a time to wind down, slow down before you're able to rest your brain for it to go to sleep at night. I'm trying to think what else I'd like to talk about. The JATVMedia site is extremely simple. Some physicians are using Zoom also. If you have any questions, our office is open 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. 608-755-5260, press 0, and our support staff can help you. They'll get in touch with me after hours. Our emergency contact 24-hour answering service is the same number, but press 9, and somebody will get a hold of your on-call therapist. Will be in contact. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. Next, we'll review our incident objectives for the city's COVID-19 response. First, safeguard the community, including our residents, businesses, and visitors. Second, deter the spread of COVID-19 within our capabilities. Third, provide essential services to the community. Fourth, safeguard City of Janesville employees and preserve our city service power. We'll now hear from other members of the EOC leadership team, beginning with our Situation Unit Leader, Maggie Dar.
Thank you, Brian, and good morning, everyone. I'm Maggie Dar, Situation Unit Leader for this event. As of yesterday, Thursday, April 23rd, the Wisconsin Department of Health Services reported that there are 5,052 confirmed positive cases of COVID-19 in the state of Wisconsin. We have 99 here in the county, which is an increase of 13 from yesterday. We also have 4 deaths, which is not an increase from my report yesterday. We continue to monitor our staffing levels due to the early actions of our department, division, and office head leaders in our organization. They took actions to preserve our staffing power, and so today we have no concerns about our ability to keep providing essential services, responding to emergencies in our police and fire departments, collecting trash and recycling every week, delivering and treating water, and all of the other essential services we provide. We continue to monitor our levels of personal protective equipment, or PPE. We are in it for the long haul, and we're making sure that our PPE levels are satisfactory, not just now, but in the coming months, as this event could go on for a long time. And as Tim was mentioning, it's very important to keep your mental health. And for me, one way to remind myself that it could be much worse is I like to sit at home and eat some popcorn and read a good dystopian novel. And so with that, I want to share that Hedberg Public Library will be reopening their curbside services on Monday. So this is in line with the governor's revised Safer at Home order. So curbside services will be provided at the library Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. You're not able to return materials at that location. You can just pick up materials. They're encouraging you to keep your library materials until the library reopens. But you can visit hedbergpubliclibrary.org to learn how to put books on hold and then go pick up your materials at the library starting on Monday. Thank you.
Thanks, Maggie. Next is Economic Development Director Gail Price.
Good morning, Janesville. Economic Development Director Gail Price. So the Economic Development Office has made additional changes to our COVID-19 recovery page. So go to growjanesville.com, click on the banner at the top, and you'll see our pages with additional information regarding the various programs that are out there to support small businesses. One most significant of which is the Rock County Small Business Loan Fund. That is rocksbloan.com. That is live now. I did test it this morning, so you can apply for their loans online right now. 20 or fewer employees, minimum of 12 months of business activity, and demonstrated a decrease in revenues of at least 25%. So once you apply, those applications will start being reviewed next week. Also, we are aware that Congress has passed additional appropriations for the SBA loan programs, both the PPP and the EIDL programs. Those do need the president's signature, and we're understanding that that's going to happen this morning, so hopefully those are alive again later this afternoon. With regards to the PPP, there are significant changes for that. Congress is very reactionary and recognized that smaller businesses needed that money, so they've made significant changes to that. So hopefully more of the business community can apply and successfully secure one of those loans. We're going to remind you, stimulus money is hitting the bank accounts. Let's spend that local. The more that we spend that local, the further it goes into the economy. At this point, feel free to give the Economic Development Office a call, 608-755-3059. We'd be glad to assist. Thank you.
Thanks, Gail. Next is Public Information Officer Alan Luckett.
Good morning, Janesville. If you're interested in receiving important information from the City of Janesville, please check into our city's website. And from there, you can actually follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We also have an attachment for press releases if you wish to be on our press release sign-up sheet. And the website is ci.janesville.wi.us. And if you want email lists, then it's /email lists. For COVID specific information, at the top of our website, we do have a COVID-19 link. From there, you can get our community resources, our archived daily briefings that we have, our frequently asked questions, CDC information, business recovery information, and much more. The City of Janesville also trusts government-sanctioned sites such as the CDC, Wisconsin Department of Health, and FEMA, and many others, and we encourage you to check out those sites as well. If you have questions, please feel free to call our community support hotline, which will be open Monday through Friday, and that's 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., and that phone number is 608-373-6027. Please share the information that we have just given you with your family, friends, community groups, through your social networks, anyone else you think can benefit from it. Also, we encourage social media users to use the hashtag #OnePositiveThing and hashtag JanesvilleStrong. Thank you.
Thanks, Alan. Next is Finance Administration Section Chief Tara Semenchek.
Good morning, Tara Semenchek, Finance and Administration Section Chief. The EOC Finance and Admin section is documenting all personnel and all operating expenses related to the city's COVID-19 pandemic response for potential reimbursement from the Federal Emergency Management Agency Public Assistance Program. The FEMA program reimburses 75% of eligible assistance expenses, while the state has agreed to reimburse 12.5% of eligible assistance expenses. The EOC response team has logged 5,088 hours to date. We have captured expenditures of $860,534.84. Thank you.
Thank you, Tara. Next is Safety Officer Captain John McManus.
Good morning, John McManus, Safety Officer. We maintain a very consistent safety message for the community. We wanted to continue to emphasize washing your hands with soap and water, especially after you've been in a public place. If soap and water are not readily available, please use a hand sanitizer with at least a 60% alcohol content, and then avoid touching your eyes, nose, or mouth with unwashed hands. We need to continue to avoid close contact with people who are sick and create a space between each other of at least 6 feet. Formulate a plan if somebody is in your home and becomes sick. Right now, the CDC is advising the use of simple face masks like this one to slow the spread of the virus and help people who may have the virus but do not know it from transmitting it to others. When you choose to wear a face mask in public, you need to continue to maintain that 6-foot social distancing. The cloth face coverings that are recommended by the CDC are not surgical masks, nor are they N95 respirators. These are critical supplies that must be continued to be reserved for healthcare workers and other medical responders. Lastly, your workspaces and residences should be thoroughly cleaned routinely with EPA-approved cleaners, and the high-touch surfaces in your environment should be cleaned more often. Thank you.
Thanks, John. Next is Incident Commander Fire Chief Rhodes.
Hi, good morning, Janesville. Just want to thank once again all our volunteers who are supporting the Black Hawk 211's initiative to support our community, especially our cloth mask manufacturing at home and donation to 211. So very grateful for that partnership. Don't know what we would do without them, and they're a great resource for us. Rock County's Department of Health has continued to project a peak for the county itself on May 30th for 4,370 cases in Rock County. So we are still in the middle of the fight against the virus, which leads me to my next comment that I say every day. You please wear your cloth mask in public. If you wear your cloth mask and everybody else wears their cloth mask, we have effectively protected each other or significantly decreased the transmission of the virus to each other. So I would just want to urge everybody to wear a cloth mask. If you don't have one, if you need to learn how to make one, go to the City of Janesville's website. The green ribbon at top says COVID-19. Click on that midway down the page. You can go to the CDC's recommendation for the building your own cloth face mask. And so I hope to see everybody when I go to the store tomorrow for my weekly run in cloth mask. You would make my weekend, that's for sure. Currently, the operations in the City of Janesville, we're at an enhanced watch. We feel like we are watching everything. Staffing is very good. There are no major issues. I want to remind everybody, just like Mr. Perry said, build a routine. Do healthy living. Add one positive thing to your day-to-day, to this weekend. Send a note to somebody, call somebody, pick up a hobby. Build your routine, build your new routine, and you'll get through this eventually in a positive light and be able to look back on a successful journey as we go through our new norm. Remind everybody, a community line, our hotline is staffed Monday through Friday now. It is 608-373-6027. Call if you need help with food or medication or just any information that you may need to as far as city services. Once again, new routine, out of our comfort zone. Give yourself grace, give your family grace, give your neighbors grace, give your friends grace, give everybody grace. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Rhodes. Next is City Manager Mark Freitag.
Thank you, Brian, and good morning, City of Janesville EOC members, City of Janesville employees, and certainly to our community members that are either watching this video or listening in on the radio. Today marks the end of our 6th week of keeping our Emergency Operations Center in service. I think that the city itself is performing exactly how you would want our city to perform in such circumstances. We ramped up. We ran through the what do we do now stage. We are into a new normal. We've got routine operations. Everything is working the way that I would expect it to work. And so we've kind of found as a city our new normal. And so what we're focusing on right now is post May 26th, when Safer at Home is currently scheduled to end. How do we turn some of our services back on? And so we're working those plans. We're also working with the help of our Economic Development Office. What does recovery look like for the community and what options are out there? And so we're looking to the future because right now the present is working just fine. And so that's what our focus is. As I mentioned, this is a new normal. And so, for the community, I would encourage you to take Chief's, advice, and that is put a mask on. If you're out in public, put a mask on. As I've said before, this is about community behavior change. It's about wearing masks. It's about washing your hands. It's about maintaining social distancing. It's about, making sure that if you don't feel well, that you don't go out and expose others, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And these are all simple things to do. They're all about behavior change. We're not asking anything of anybody that we wouldn't be willing to do as a City of Janesville, group ourselves. And so we're trying to set the example, lead the community, and we hope that you follow suit and spread that throughout our community. As I've said before, if you're an employer and you love your employees, then have them wear masks in their store or in their workplace. If you're serving the public and you have customers that are coming into your place of work, if you love those customers and you want to keep them coming, then encourage them also to wear masks. Finally, if you yourself are out in public and you're interacting with people, put a mask on. As Chief said, it's not going to protect you, but it's going to protect all those others, and they in turn will protect you. It's about community behavior change, and I know that Janesville has it within themselves to make this change, to make this adjustment, to adapt to our new normal, and to move the community forward. And so, again, stand tall, stand firm, stand together. We are Janesville strong.
Thank you, Mark. This has been the April 24th City of Janesville COVID-19 Community Briefing. Beginning Monday, April 27th, the community briefing will be provided Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8:30 a.m. Thank you for watching.